Hello, this is the 52nd lecture of the Semantic SEO course. In this lecture, we will look at our article methodology or the contextual structure. One more time, we start the definition, and directly the definition comes from the most important concept or the noun for seconds inside our macro context, water percentage in body or human body. Then we go to the main and the general water percentage in the body. So in this case, you might not directly get what I mean with the main and the general. The main water percentage in the body is the main range or the approximate number or the percentage for specific concept. When it comes to the general, it is a kind of average between these three, and which means that we will give one representative, then the supporting other variations. And reasons and effects of the water percentage in body. For instance, in this case, of course, we don't ask the reasons of existing water in the body. We are trying to understand why this is the main percentage, what effects it creates, and what also affect that percentage. And how does it diversify based on the gender, age, geography, and diet? Because based on geography, one more time, this might change. Based on climate, it might change. Diet might affect it. Age or gender might affect it as well. Then this is the first paragraph design. We create a second paragraph with a preceding question. Most of the time, the preceding questions are used for feature snippets. And what percentage of the human body is water? In this case, actually, we try to ask the question a little bit more specifically, and we want to give a specific answer by using some scientific resources. We wanted to use this specific doctor because the person has the highest citations for the specific topic. Then we also talk about the properties of the water or the, let's say, anatomy of the water. And here we give the water types in the body as well. Like, of course, we always have the drinking water, but my main point here is that based on the water that you are consuming, the percentage even might be changing as well, and it might affect your daily intake or the possible benefits that you will be getting from it. Once we finish our specific methodology part, one more time, we directly go to our specific, let's say, variations or specific macro context expansion part. And here we always give an exact definitive answer and expansion of evidence, which is one of the codes that we are using, and it is directly for these specific two questions. Here we also use a sentence example by telling that the organisms in human body with higher water percentage are X, Y, Z. And in this case, you might change it as you want. As X has the highest water percentage human body by Y percentage, the reason for that, blah, blah, blah. So this is for helping the author. Sometimes if the author doesn't know what kinds of sentence structures should be used, with what order, we give it directly inside the article methodology as well. And we united the methodology for these two questions because basically these questions are nearly the same. When we look at these specific three questions, they are also nearly the same. That's why the methodology, one more time, it is united. And here we explain how does it differ from X to Y and to Z. Reasons, optimum percentage, how it changed and based on age. So female body has X percentage more water than the male body. In this case, we try to compare them because entire section actually works. They are not antonyms. Female is not antonym of the male, actually. They are siblings and also the hyponyms of the gender. But basically, we try to compare them to each other, not just trying to give the answer, because in the featured snippets, the information density is something important. Even if someone asks for the male body water percentage, still we also give the percentage of the female body together, but with the female or the male body prioritization or the context prioritization. The purpose here is actually answering the same question twice and also giving more information with the more comprehensive angles. And here we give the general one more time, and here we explain it. So basically this is our macro context and the main content. Then again, one more time, we start to use a certain type of bridge. How is the water percentage in animal body different from the human body? This time we have started to talk about slightly different thing. If you remember before too, we asked a question like electrolyte relation to the water intoxication. And here, animal body related to the human body, which is inside our macro context. Again, we are doing another comparison, which requires using more numeric values. It is also one of the reasons that I am using comparisons, because these Here, it includes percentage. Imagine that you write this article, but you even don't use a single time a percentage, which means that the answer is not there. But if I'm able to use words like higher, lower, percentage, or any other kinds of numeric value for different types of body parts or the genders, or even different types of living things that are related to the or similar to the humans, then I will be able to actually increase the click satisfaction possibility in the eyes of the search engine, which is real. And then after this bridge, we create one route. And as you see, this is a supplementary section. And here we use numeric values. I told before that sometimes I use these type of cell names. Here I tell for A9, mention the body function types and its connection to the voter percentage. A10, give a range and its effects for the body. So in the next lecture, we will try to understand what we mean with the range and its the effects for the body. And from there, we will continue to see more content briefs. Thank you.